Good morning and welcome to day 11 of Vlogmas. I am currently on my way up to campus. It is very snowy still, although there's no longer snow coming down, but right now my option is either walk along sidewalks that have not been shoveled, and so the snow is like, you know, pretty deep, or walk on the road, which is just a sheet of ice. So I've chosen the road, perhaps poorly, but you know what, it'll be fine. So yeah, I'm on my way up to work. I actually technically don't have to work today because today is a snow day. The university is shut down. But I have a lot to do. So I was like, I'm gonna go into work because like my take-home final is still due today because it's being submitted digitally. So it's like I have stuff to do. Other exciting things. So today marks the beginning of my very last week in Richmond. So that's both exciting because I'm kind of, you know, ready for things to move on, and a little bit sad because, I don't know, it's just sad. And, alright, where was I? I came across someone who was stuck in the snow and needed an extra set of hands to push, which is so strange to me that people like don't know how to get unstuck from the snow. But again, having grown up in Minnesota, I guess that's just normal. Anyway, I think I was complaining about, I was talking about, so this is my last week here. And, you know, I'm excited because I'm ready to kind of move on because I feel like this whole thing has been in process for so long. But I'm also sad because, and maybe I've said this before, but like it took me so long to make friends here. And I feel like I have finally made friends within the past like couple months, basically this last semester, and now I'm leaving. And like obviously, right, like I'll make more friends in Alabama, but it's a little bit sad. It's a little bit frustrating because it's so hard to make friends as a grown-up, as I'm sure every other grown-up watching this can attest to. So something I'm really gonna focus on, I think, once I move is like making friends. Like aggressively putting myself out there and trying to make friends because I don't really enjoy, you know, not having friends. It's nice to have people to do stuff with. So it's not like I'm gonna be doing anything gimmicky like, oh, it's a year of yes or anything like that. But I am gonna really make an effort to try and make friends sooner rather than later in Alabama. But anyway, I should probably focus on walking so I don't, you know, biff it and eat sidewalk this morning. But I'm not sure how much I will check in with you guys today because basically what I need to do is I need to finish up that take-home final and get some other, like, you know, sort of wrapping up stuff done at work. And then I'm going to see a movie tonight. It's at the same theater that I saw Gremlins at last weekend. They're showing the first Home Alone movie tonight, so that'll be really fun. So I'm actually going to be going there with some friends and seeing that this evening, so that's a really good motivator to like get stuff done in a productive way today. So yeah, we'll see how much I check in with you guys. I do have my knee socks with me, so I will try and remember to show you guys that because I totally forgot last night. I got home super late. So yeah, all right, I'm gonna get up to work and I will see you guys a little bit later. The wind came up and is blowing the snow off of all the trees. So these horns back here, you guys have maybe seen them in some of my other vlogs. They're like a sculpture that's outside of the student commons. And it's kind of like a thing to, you know, get a selfie with the horns on your head. You have to find where to stand for that. And I've never done it because there's always a bunch of people and I feel like a huge idiot, but there's nobody on campus right now. So here is my selfie with the horns. Hey guys, so I thought I'd go ahead and catch you up. Hopefully I can block the light behind me with my head the entire time. But yeah, I just thought I'd catch you up on my day. I've already basically lost my light, so that's great. It's not even 5 o'clock. It's about 4:45. I forget what I said this morning, so I apologize if I wind up repeating myself and can't edit it out. But yeah, the university was closed today. But I still was headed up to work because I needed to finish up my take-home finals. So I got that finished up, submitted it. I don't feel particularly great about it. Like I definitely hit a point where I was just like, you know what? I just needed it to be done and I'm over it, and I just did it. So whatever. But other than that, or after I got done with that, I came home and I'm doing some laundry right now. So I apologize if you can hear that. The dryer is like right there, like 3 feet from me. So I was like, well, I'm gonna get some laundry done and then I'm gonna go see that movie. But what I wanted to catch you guys up on was my knitting. So this is the knee-high sock that I'm working on. I think I mentioned this the other day, but I'm doing this top down. I am into the decreases, so it doesn't really look much like it yet, but I am decreasing down to a normal stitch count. I'll put notes for this up on my Ravelry page whenever I create a project page for it, so I won't go into specifics here. The one thing I will mention, right, so you guys know I'm already not super pleased with the quality of this yarn, and this is not cool. So this was not like a knot or anything, but like, so this yarn, like I said, is very similar to Crazy Zauberball, where you kind of, it's a 2-ply and you kind of have the plies are changing colors in this sort of gradient. So you wind up with some areas that are very sort of barber poley and then some areas where they're the same color. So here, 1 ply just suddenly changed colors from the sort of yellow color to this really dark blue. And it created this really jarring line in the middle of the sock. And I'm not very happy about it because, again, it's like quality control, people, quality control. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep going because I want this yarn used up and whatever. So I'm just really interested to see if the other ball is like this, or if maybe this ball is just a fluke and the other one's perfect. I don't know, but even still, I'm not super happy with it. But I mean, I'm happy with the sock, but I'm not super happy with the yarn. But I am just doing the little cable from like the traveling cable knee highs down the back. Yeah, so that's that. So most of this happened last night when I was hanging out with my friends. I just was knitting just like I normally would while we were watching Netflix. So that's that. And then the other thing I will show you guys, because I don't think I've shown this in a little while, because I didn't really work on it much over the weekend, is my traveling cables hat. I just thought I'd give you a little peeky at this. So I am now into the second repeat of the chart, so you can really start to see some of the cables sort of taking shape. I am just super duper loving it. It's just so squishy. It's now long enough that I can kind of put it on and make sure that it's gonna fit, which it definitely is. And I think it's going to be a little bit slouchier, which is what I wanted, right? Like a pretty common complaint with this pattern, if you look in the project notes on Ravelry, is that because, you know, you have the cables and it can be so stiff, is that it winds up forming this sort of pointy hat, and it's not a slouchy hat, it's a very stiff sort of pointy hat. And so I'm really glad that this doesn't seem like it's going to be like that, because I really kind of want it to be sort of a droopy, slouchy hat, especially once I put a pom-pom on the end of it. That should help to kind of weigh the back end down. So yeah, pretty excited about that. But I am just going to chill out for a little bit longer. I have not quite an hour. No, I have about a half hour before I have to leave to go meet up with a friend for dinner, and then we're gonna go to the movie. So yeah, I think that's about all I got. So you guys probably will not see my face again this evening. I'm sorry that, like, I don't know, I feel like yesterday I didn't have a super great vlog. Today I don't have a super great vlog. I'm very tired today too, and it's been sort of just a a little bit of a sad day, not for any particular reason, just because I didn't get enough sleep. And this is a very valuable thing I have learned about myself as I've gotten older, is that if I'm having a day where I'm just like really bummed out for no good reason, like today, or even like if there is a good reason, but I'm like, I'm disproportionately bummed out about something. A good thing that I do now is I would just sort of check myself and say like, hey, did I get enough sleep last night? Am I just a little bit overtired? Because that's typically why. And it doesn't invalidate the feelings, but it definitely keeps me from giving too much weight to them, right? Like I'm kind of having a bummer of a day, but it's like, okay, it's because I'm too tired, right? Like let's not read too much into this. I highly recommend that everyone try that, right? Like try looking at yourself and your life and seeing if you can find patterns. Like, well, maybe, you know, maybe you're hungry, or maybe you're tired, or maybe you haven't exercised in a while. Like, it's good to sort of see patterns and be able to say like, okay, right, like this isn't really what I'm feeling, it's something else, and I just need to address that. Food for thought. Anyway, I'm gonna watch a couple more YouTube videos. I might work another row or two on either the hat or the socks, and then I will see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.